Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. If you are new here, my name is Lauren. I usually do like haul videos and some makeup unboxings. And yeah, today I thought I would do something a little bit different, and that is a baby names I love but won't be using video. So when we were trying to come up with our son's name, I was more into watching YouTube videos at the time, and I watch these videos all the time. I honestly still will watch these videos even though we are done having children. We have two, and that's how many we wanted, but I know several of you are moms to be, and so I know these videos can be super helpful, and I just thought I would give you all a few ideas if you are trying to come up with your little one's name. So I guess I'll first start by saying my children's name. Our daughter is 4. Her name is Ella. Ella Faith, actually, is her middle name. And I absolutely love her name. Her name doesn't really come from anywhere. There's no like specific reason why she's named that. We just, I came up with that name randomly one day. It just hit me. I wasn't even watching YouTube videos at the time much. I think I was just looking through Pinterest and Googling names and stuff like that, and her name just came to me. I really have always liked the name Faith. I honestly thought that would probably be a first name that I would use, and when it came time to actually name our daughter, I decided to go with Ella. I love it. It's short, it's sweet, it's simple. But I think it's a very classy name that will never go out of style. So that's why we went with hers. And then we have a almost 9-month-old little boy, and his name is Grayson Thomas. Thomas is my husband's middle name, and it was his grandfather's middle name, and so that's kind of why we went in that direction. I love his name. Again, no specific reason. I was more into watching YouTube videos when I was pregnant with him, and so I watch these videos all the time. They're still one of my favorite videos to watch. I just think they're so interesting, and of course I'm going to have friends having babies and stuff, and so I just love talking about baby names. I think it's probably a woman thing, but I love thinking about baby names and talking about baby names, and so I thought I would just give you guys a few ideas that I had. So I have 5 girl names and 5 boy names, and so I'm going to start off with the girl name. So it's really funny. I always thought when I was pregnant with a little girl, I thought, man, if it was a boy, this would be so easy. Like I could come up with so many boy names. And I actually had a name picked out, and this doesn't count as one of the 5, but I will tell you the name that we were thinking about if our daughter happened to be a boy, what her name was going to be, and that was going to be Aiden. And I don't know if you've experienced this and you already have children of your own, or even if you're pregnant with your first, how many of you had names that you loved, even maybe for years, and thought you would name your kid that, and then when you became pregnant and actually had to give your child a name, did you change your mind? I mean, I know I did. Like I said, when Ella was... when we got pregnant with her, I was like, if it's a boy, his name will be Aiden Thomas. And so then I just assumed, like, when we have another one, if it's a boy, that's what we'll go with. And sure enough, the next baby was a boy. And immediately I was like, I don't think I like that name. Not that I don't like that name. You hear people say that's not my kid's name. It's true. I feel like when you're pregnant and you come up with names, there's names that you'll really like, but you're just like, that's not this baby's name. And that's how I felt about Aiden. So, these are just a few names that I have heard or thought of that I just really like, that I think would be really sweet little girl names. And like I said, I thought little girl names would be super easy to come up with. And I thought little boy names would be easy to come up with, but it turns out, honestly, neither one of them was that easy, unless I'm just coming up with them for fun, like for this video, and then I could go on and on about the names that I like. But like I said, we're going to do 5 girls and 5 boys. So we're going to start off with the girl names, and the first name is Renly, with a W. I heard this name, I believe on I honestly can't even remember where I heard this name. I think it was on another video, but I love this name. I think it's so cute and unique, but it's not too far out there. And I just picture this cute little girl walking around with the name Renly. I think it is adorable. And my husband actually likes that name too, but this was a name that we came up with after Ella, way after Ella was born. So I didn't even think about this name at the time, but I really, really like the name Renly. I think it's super cute. The next name is actually a name that my husband loves, and I really like it too. And we did consider this name. If Grayson was going to be a girl, we were thinking about using this name at one point in time. He's always loved this name, and I think it's super cute. It grows on me even more over time. But that name is Amberly. You could either do it with a Y on the end or two E's on the end, and I think Amberly is such a pretty, sweet name. It just sounds very sweet to me. This next name is a little bit more, I think, a little bit more like spunky, and I love it. And it's actually, again, one of the names that we had considered for Grayson. I will say we were thinking we were going to have another girl, so we put more thought. It's not that we didn't want a boy. We just kind of assumed that we were going to have I'm sorry, the lighting keeps changing. We just assumed that we were going to have another girl. And so we had been thinking of more girl names than boy names. And again, like I said, we thought we already had our boy name picked out, but this name is Jessa. I just think this is so pretty. Like I said, I think it's a little bit more spunky, but I really like that name, and it's different. I don't know any Jessas, but I just think that's cute. You could call her Jess, or I don't know. I just think that's a cute name. The next name is another name that my husband loves, and I will say we named our dog this name because we thought about naming Ella this name, and when we didn't use it, back when me and my husband was dating and we talked about baby names, this was one that he told me he really, really wanted to use. And I had considered it for a while, and then we ended up, like I said, backing out, and we got a dog, and that's what we named him, and the name is Remy. So I say for a girl, we were thinking of this name for a little girl, but then we have a boy blue heeler and we named him Remy. So I think no matter, honestly, I think it's a pretty unisex name for a boy or a girl. It's cute. And I actually met someone not too long ago with a little girl named Remy, and I had never, usually their names are like Remington or something, and it's a short nickname, but I like just the name Remy. I think that's so cute. And then this final name was the actual girl name that we had picked out if Grayson was a girl. I know I've said a few of these were names we were considering, but this was, if it was a girl, this was going to be her name, and that name is Abby. Abby Joy specifically was what we were going to name Grayson if he was a girl. And I love this name. I think it's, I don't know, it's so, it's a very original name. Usually, again, it goes with the name Abigail. We were not going to go with Abigail. We were just going to do Abby. You'll see several of these names are very short, simple names. That's usually what I go for. Some of them are a little bit different, but yeah, that was going to be Grayson's name if he was a girl. Okay, so the next names are going to be my boy names. So, like I said, these are a little bit harder to me to come up with, and I honestly thought we were going to be one of those sets of parents that are in the hospital, after your baby's born, still trying to come up with a baby name. And then when Grayson came to me and my husband loved it, I was like, okay, that's it. But other than that, other than the name Grayson, I just struggle a little bit more coming up with boy names than I do girl names. So the first name, short, simple. I really liked this name. My husband was not on board, so that's part of the reason why we didn't go with it, but that name is Jax. I think this is so cute. It just seems so spunky, and I can just see this ornery, cute little boy walking around named Jax. With an X on the end. I really like that. I think that's different and makes it unique. I do like the name Jackson too. I know several people name their sons Jackson and then call him Jax, and I think that's really cute too. The second name is another name. This was a name I tried to talk my husband into naming Grayson, and he was just not on board, but that name is Emmett. I think I love this name. I think it is so cute. I thought it went with Ella and Emmett. Yeah, I absolutely love that name. The next name I actually heard on a TV show, and I was like, that's kind of this is kind of one of those names you hear, and it's so simple, and I feel like I've heard it so many times, but I don't know. Do you ever hear names and you're like, oh, that's cute, but you don't think about it again until like you actually have to name your baby, and you're like, I've heard that name so many times, and it's never really hit me until now. How cute it is. But this name is Gavin. I just think it's cute. I think that's a cute name. It's a pretty common name, but I really like it. And the next name is becoming, it seems like, a little bit more popular on social media, but I still really like this name, and that is Beckett. Me and my husband actually was really into the show Castle. If you haven't seen it, you need to go watch it, but that's actually her last name. It's a woman on the show, the main character, and they call her Beckett. But I think Beckett for a little boy is so cute. I just love that name. You could call him Beck. Yeah, I think that's a very, just a very nice name. I like that a lot. And the final name that I really like, really like this name a lot, but I would have never used this because a girl that I'm close with, her little boy's name is this, but I've loved it ever since I heard that she was naming her son that, and that is Jensen. Also, you know, off of Supernatural, Jensen. What is his last name? You know who I'm talking about. That's his name, and I love this name. I think it is so cute. But again, I knew someone close to me that named her son that, so I didn't want to use that name as well. But yeah, that is all the names I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are pregnant and you're trying to come up with a baby name, I hope some of these could give you some ideas, or if you know someone who's expecting a baby. Yeah, I just think this was really fun to film, and if you would like to see more videos like this, definitely let me know. And yeah, I will see you all next time. Bye!